Hi everyone, JB here and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. In the previous episode, we were given permission by Mayor Maybell to go to the Haken Gate and find out what exactly is going on. So without further ado, we want to meet with General Morgan. General Morgan is in this door here. Just examine it and you'll get this dialogue. The end of the hall on the left. It looks like this is the General's room. And we want to knock. Alright, here goes nothing. Are you here on behalf of Ms. Maybell? That's right. Very well, come inside. Thank you for seeing us. I'm glad that you came. My name is Morgan. I have been tasked with guarding the Haken Gate by Her Majesty Queen Alicia. It's an honour to meet you, sir. We are all here on behalf of Mayor Maybell. Please pardon our intrusion during such a busy time. There's no need to apologise. I've known Maybell since she was but a child. I couldn't imagine ignoring her request, much less one from the mayor. Alright then, would you please read this first? Hand over Mayor Maybell's letter. So it's about the missing airliner, is it? Under ordinary circumstances that information would be strictly confidential, but considering this is a request coming from her, I'll tell you everything I know. Sweet! Star. Why are you so happy about something that doesn't concern you? Oh, I should have kept my mouth shut. The mayor appears quite distraught over the situation, and so we've wanted to do anything we can to assist her. I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that she has been blessed with some good people around her. Let me get right down to things and explain the status of our search efforts. Please do. The airliner, Linde, disappeared on its way to Roland after taking off from the Bose landing port. Presently, we have units searching all areas of the region, but we have yet to come up with anything. So what you're saying is the possibility of the incident caused by monsters or an accident is fairly slim, right? If an airship of that size has crashed, it likely would have been discovered in its initial search efforts. Yes, that's exactly right. In fact, the flight route between Bose and Roland goes over some plains that allow a commanding view of the land. And of course, the probability of the airliner going down in Valeria Lake or the ocean is extremely low. Boy, am I relieved to hear that it's probably not a worst case scenario like that. So, if it's been ruled out, that leaves the door open to the possibility that the airship could have been taken, right? Which makes me think that the only remaining motives must be to loot the cargo or demand a ransom for the hostages. In other words, a hijacking, right? Also, considering the geographical conditions, it could have been a covert operation carried out by the Imperial Army. And that would be really big news if that were the case. What's the matter, General? I was just thinking that that's quite an impressive assessment for some civilians. We also considered the possibility that the Imperial Army was involved, so we have enforced strict regulations on the flow of information. An international incident, if taken lightly, could result in another war. War? But, thanks to the small mercies of Idios, the possibility for another conflict disappeared early this morning. A certain organisation sent a letter to the royal family and Orbital Ship Co. claiming responsibility and demanding a ransom for the passengers. This organisation goes by the name of the Capua family. The Capua family? It could be who I think it is, could it? It certainly appears to be that way. The Sky Bandits, who have been operating in the shadows in the Bose region and are led by 3 siblings at their head. I take it you've heard of them? Not only have we heard of them, we just had a run-in with them in Roland. I just can't believe those good-for-nothing thieves have managed to create such a big incident here in Bose. Estelle. Oops. You had a run-in with them in Roland. I had heard that some of their gang had showed up in Roland region, but... I think he's onto us. I think so too. Yeah, because of you and your big mouth. I see now. I thought the way you were able to analyse the situation was strange for mere civilians, but I never would have guessed that a girl and a couple of kids like you were bracers. But who are you calling kids? Just for the record, Mayor Maybell did in fact request that we come here and talk to you. Silence, deceivers! Get in here, men! He looks pretty pissed. So this is how a hard-nosed military man acts her. What's the matter, General? Did these visitors try and pull anything funny? These bracers need to be shown the door. Throw them out immediately. Well, that ended well. Just what is your problem, old man? Trying to brush us off like bugs? You're no different. Hiding your identity so you can try and how do you say that? Finagle? I'm going to say finagle. Finagle some information out of me. It's because you pull underhanded actions like that Braces can't be trusted. Just where do you think you get off calling it finagling? It's your own fault since you didn't share information with the guild to begin with. Nonsense. Who in their right mind would leave an incident this big in the hands of a mere civilian group? I swear, of all the stupid things Maybell could have tried to pull, hiring a bunch of kids like this and getting in the way of our search party. How about you cut with the crap, General? Why do you think we had to come all the way from Roland to begin with? It's because when it comes down to it, you military morons just can't do your job. What did you just say? Holy cow. Cher's really pissed, alright. For the past few months, you've known about the string of burglaries which seems to be the work of the Sky Bandits, right? And who, knowing full well it was them, dumped the workload onto the guild instead of looking into it themselves like they should have, huh? And now, the second this incident happens, you get on your high horse with an attitude. Yet you've got nothing to show for it. No hostages or even the location of the missing airliner. Don't you think that's an embarrassment to the entire kingdom? Silence, girl! The military is an organisation that runs on discipline and does not take action on a whim. Unlike a group I know of who didn't think ahead and let the Sky Bandits escape, so enough with your insolence. So you're really looking for a fight, aren't you? Oh no. How sad it is to see such discord. Strife brings nothing to be borne, but only extends the barren wilderness within our hearts. Let me sing a requiem for you all, one to soothe your parched souls. A gentle yet wistful tune to bathe your brittle spirits and cause the deserts of your hearts to bloom. I'm not singing. Haha, it looks like all of you understand what I was trying to get across. What is it that is most precious above all? That's love and peace, baby. Ahem. I think it's about time for the search party to be returning with their reports. That's right, General. I should get back to my duties and make sure you don't let these kids in again. Oh, and cancel any further checks on the travellers along the Eisen Road. Having these kids around any longer will just be an eyesore. Right away, sir. He ran away. I wish we could escape. He's still right behind us, isn't he? Ha ha ha! No matter which country you visit, military men lack romanticism. But you lot, on the other hand, appear to appreciate my aesthetic sense. You know, maybe we should get going ourselves. Yeah, good idea. We had a bit of trouble, but we did manage to get some information. After we head back to Bose, how about we think about our future plan of attack? Huh? Where are you going? Wait for me! I mean, please wait for me! Let me try and introduce myself again. I'm Olivier Leinheim, a wandering bard and musician by trade. As you already know, I am an Erebonian touring your fair Liberl. I'm Estelle, and... Now wait a minute, why do we have to introduce ourselves to you? Easy, Estelle, he did intercede for us back there. I'm Joshua, and I'm Sherazade. Things were getting pretty heated, and I'm glad you stepped in before something really bad happened. Let me just say thanks. Ha, you've got nothing to thank me for. I only did what any person who loves beauty and peace would have done. However, if you insist, how about going on a date with me for a day? I'm going to have to pass on that. First of all, I don't have that sort of free time. That's too bad. Alright then, I guess I'll accept Joshua as a substitute. What do I have to do with any of this? Please don't involve me in your questionable humour. Well, that's odd. I didn't mean it as a joke. Saying that makes you even more questionable. Now, just a minute. How come you didn't invite me on a date? You? I don't know how to put this, but you're a bit lacking in the sexy department. You might want to think about taking a lesson or two from your friends here. Well, excuse me for not being sexy. And just what do you mean by saying I should take a few lessons from Joshua? Calm down, Estelle. I think you're cute enough just the way you are. Though I guess it's true. You are a bit lackluster in the sexy category. What did you just say? Oh, good grief. Anyway, like I said before, we're busy. I'm sorry there's not a better way to thank you, but we've got to be going. Then how about you take me along with you to the City of Bows? This is my first time in Liberl after all, and I'd like to request a guide. Well, if that's all you want, then I don't mind. Shera, now just wait a second. It's the least we can do, and we're headed to the same place anyway. Plus, acting as a guide is one of the Brace's many duties. Oh, alright. I guess we're stuck with him until then. But what if he tries to sink his poisonous fangs of lust into Joshua? No, it's venomous. If it bites you and you die, it's venomous. If you bite it and you die, it's poisonous. Okay? Localizers, get it right. Estelle? Don't you worry, Joshua. I'll save you from his perverted attentions if he tries anything funny. What is it exactly that you think he'll try? Please don't refer to me like I'm sort of ferocious beast. I'd rather you call me a hunter of love. Even Love Stealer wouldn't be that bad of a title either. Are you right in the head? So how about it, everybody? Shall we leave for Bows? I'm counting on you all to get me there safely. Now let's be off. Who died and made you leader? Hey, wait a minute, you! I'm not done warning you about the grisly fate that awaits you if you sully Joshua's innocence. Indeed, but we're going to save that for another day. Now, Olivier is now part of the party. However, I'm not going to go into his equipment or ordnance. Why? Because who cares? We're only going to have him up to Bows, and I'm now going to deliberately avoid all the encounters here. And yeah, he's just not relevant right now. He'll be relevant later, and I'll look at him then. But until then, I'm not going to do anything. So I'm just going to skillfully, with the help of Eagle Vision that's attached onto Sherazade, avoid all the encounters. Look at the skill. Whee! Like that. And head over to Bows. It shouldn't take too much longer. There's only 2 screens on the Haken Gate. Yeah, onto the East Bows Highway. Run! Run, children. Oh, before we go into Bows, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who watches these. I just hit 9,000 views yesterday, in fact, and I'm now on 9,200 for the channel. So I'm 800 away from my 10,000 view count before I can start monetizing these things. So a massive thank you, especially those of you who used to watch my TCG videos who have stuck with me into the RPG walkthroughs. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So this is Bowes, is it? It's more urban than I imagined. That building over there is Bowes Market, no? Well, you seem to be quite knowledgeable. Are you sure this is really your first time in the Burl? Ha, I was smart enough to buy a tourist guidebook before I left. One published by your very own The Burl News, no less. A guidebook? Do they really sell such things? I don't know how to say it, but we live in a really convenient age. So, do you intend to go shopping at the Bowes Market now? Yep, and after doing a bit of window shopping, I plan to dress up and dine out. According to the guide, there's supposed to be a 3-star restaurant in town. Right, the place we ate at with the mayor. What I mean to say is, I guess this is the place. The Anti-Rose, authentic Le Burl cuisine, or so they say. Indeed, no doubt this is the place. I'm quite looking forward to it. But it's supposed to cost a pretty mirror if you decide to go on a full course meal. I'd have to recommend a normal bar any day over this. Worry not, my fair lady. I've brought sufficient travel expenses, and if that's not enough, I'll earn more with my superb skills. Superb skills? You're not talking about your songs and musical renditions, are you? Can you actually earn mirror with that crap? Ha, I starred as the main opera singer at the Great Theatre in the Royal City before. If I remember right, I once earned 1 million mirror in a single night. Lira is the Turkish currency. Mirror. Big fat liar. Alright everyone, good work. I guess this is farewell until fate brings us together once more. Adios, amigos. What horror have we unleashed upon this poor innocent city? Is everyone from Erebonia a weirdo like that? I don't think I like the idea of that being the Empire stereotype. Huh? What I'm trying to say is that I think the majority of the people there are quite serious. I read in the book that their ethos respects the strong, silent type. So what you're saying is that he's simply a weirdo because he's an artist? Now just hold up there, Estelle. If the artists of this world heard that, they'd be less than pleased. Let's see, we need to report the information we got out of the General to Lugren. And it would be best if we let Mayor Maybell know about after that too. So first we visit the guild and then the mayor's residence. Okay, let's get going. Indeed, so what we want to do is talk to Lugren in the Bowes Bracelet Guild, but before that we just want to check the new quests we've got. We've got the Bear Claw Survey, Neville Valley Monster and the West Bowes Monster. 3 quests that we will be doing in the near future, don't worry. Talk to Lugren. Oh, it's you kids! So did you find out anything about the incident? You bet! Valuable information at that! Estelle relayed the information that they obtained from General Morgan. The Sky Bandits and the Capua family. You're right, that is valuable information. It looks like we'll be able to decide on the policy for the Bracer Guild related to this. However, I'm surprised to hear that General Morgan is an even bigger Bracer hater than I originally thought. Yeah, I was pretty surprised myself. In Roland, the job of a bracer is pretty much respected by everyone, so to encounter someone that hated bracers so much. Don't worry about it, General Morgan is an exception. Under normal circumstances, the Royal Army and Guild maintain a pretty cooperative relationship. However, it looks like this time you're going to have to deal with a lot more than you bargained for. Well, then I guess we'll have to try and make steady efforts while maintaining a low profile. But it looks like these recent burglaries are also the work of the Sky Bandits, right? Yes, taking into account the incident in Roland, it's pretty clear who's behind these. To call them burglaries is one thing, though, because most of their stuff that's been stolen hasn't been all that valuable. I would have never thought that they would go as far as to commit a heinous crime like hijacking the Linde. Now that you mention it, that is rather odd. The burglary that happened in Roland was also rather mild in comparison. Yeah, and to hijack an airliner and then to turn around and demand ransom from the royal family. The risks there are greater than any potential reward. In light of that, we should probably do a little more on the investigative side ourselves. Indeed, but actually what we've got to do is 3 side quests with the Bear Claw the Nebel Valley monster and the West Bows monster before we even talk to Maybell. But we'll do that in the next episode. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. I've been JB, this has been The Legend of Heroes Trolls in the Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.